Yeah, guys. So, in the last class, we have seen till operators. Am I correct? Yeah. Hmm. So, we'll see now input operators and output operators in detail. Okay. Input operators. Wait. But not operators, guys. Input statements. Input statements and output statements in detail. Okay. Guys, what do you mean by input and output statements? So, Shishmita, not you. Srimuki or Murphya. Can you guys tell me what do you mean by input and output statements? Exactly, exactly. But we are giving no the hard coded inputs, right? Suppose if you see x equal to 10, if you see yesterday program, right? X equal, suppose, guys, how many of you done yesterday homework? Srimuki, have you done that? No, yesterday I gave three programs, right? Calculate the area of the circle, you know, area of the rectangle. Have you done? Forgot, huh? No problem. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Take your time. Take it. No problem, no problem, no problem. See, yesterday I gave, r equal to 5 and the area of the circle equal to, come on, pi r square, right? So we wrote like math dot pi and into r, right? That's it, right? So this is also some input only, right? Am I correct? So what is the difference between input taking, hard-coded input and input taking dynamically at the runtime? What is the difference? Can someone tell me in a practical way? You got it right. What I mean? Yeah. So, what is the difference in a program if you take input hard-coded input and as a dynamic input at the runtime? What is the major difference you can get in the practical way? Can someone tell me? Hmm. Okay, that is fine. And yeah, that's correct only. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Correct only. Correct only. Yeah. Fine, 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 fine. See, suppose let us assume I have designed one app. There is an app. That app will take input as a radius from the end user. Okay. Radius from the end user and it will display the output. Okay. Is that clear, guys? So in the program which we have written no yesterday, so the radius is always 5 only. So suppose this app might be downloaded by 1 lakh end users. Am I correct? 1 lakh end users from the Play Store, 1 lakh end users have downloaded this app. Okay, 1 lakh end users have might be downloading this app. So the 1 lakh users are using this app means 1 lakh users has different inputs. Guys, please go on mute. 1 lakh users has, huh? Oh, sorry. Shit. Shit. No problem. Okay, okay, okay. See, suppose this is an app, guys. Okay, okay. So I am reading radius, and after that I'm printing the output, my area. Okay, area, right? Let us assume this app is downloaded by 1 lakh end users in the Play Store. Okay, so the 1 lakh end users are using this app means 1 lakh end users has different values of radius, right? The user A might be giving radius as 5, the user B might be giving radius as 10, and user C some other number, right, guys? Okay. So different values of radius, the output will be different. Okay. You need to write a program in such a way your variable should take the inputs from the all the end users. Okay. Not only just only taking constant value. It is the very bad, right? It's a bad practice, right? Suppose this is, let us assume these are the two lines which is your app code means. Okay. So this r equal to 5 is your hard coded simply. That means you are not bothering about whatever the input given by the end user. You're simply taking your own value. It's wrong, right? The logic is wrong, right, guys? Guys, are you getting what I'm trying to say? Not about good practice. It is totally wrong, right? See, what I'm trying to say, 1 lakh users might be using the app to calculate the area of a circle. Okay. So the 1 lakh users might be having different inputs, right? Okay. The 1 lakh users might be having different inputs and they will be getting different outputs. So you simply can't say those 1 lakh users can have an input of radius r equal to 5 only, right? Shrimuki, is that making sense, Shrimuki? Now I'll give you some other practical example now, okay? Suppose, I don't know how in the US, right? In India, we have ATM, okay? Money to draw machine, okay? Right? So in the ATM is, if you want to draw money, we'll go for ATM, right? Manifia, are you aware of ATM? Okay, then good. Okay, okay, right. So basically, after going to the ATM, so it will ask, okay, please enter your account. Sorry, that what we call card number. Something is last no card number. Okay, and the type of account, right? Type of account. That means the savings or a deposit account. Am I correct? Sorry, savings or salary account. And a pin code, pin, like that it will ask, no? So basically, there will be a back end, some code is there, right? So there will be something like, if you can't say, account number equal to some hard coded value, you can't take, right? And what is that? And what is that next one? Type of account, huh? Type equal to savings. You can't directly directly conclude, right? Savings, and what is that? Pin. You can't say directly some random number you can't give because this ATM will be using by the n number of people on the city, and n number of the people on the city have different types of account number, different types of bank account, and different pins, right? And they do have different balances as well, right? So after entering these details, what the program will do? It will establish a connection. It will establish a connection to the back end of bank server. Establish a connection to bank server, and it will check whether the whether the amount is there or not, whether the amount entered by them is there or not. If it is there, it will fetch the amount. If it is there, it will fetch the amount, right? So here also the same case. You can't simply give some random values like this, right? You need to make it such a way your variable will be mapped to the end user. Whatever the values your end user is entering, that value will be mapped to the account number. That type of the account will be mapped to the type, and pin will be mapped to the pin. Okay, is that clear, right, guys? You got it, right? So for this purpose, we are going for the dynamic input. Okay. So the dynamic input is means, okay, whatever you are seeing any app, right? That is the output console. That means you have written some program. Okay. Okay. Suppose if you see this, let us assume this is a crickbush.com, right? Okay. So this is the output of the code they have written by them, right? Okay, like that. Okay, while entering crickbatch.com, okay, the program will be triggered, it will be executed, and you will be getting this output. Am I correct? Right? You can enter the inputs dynamically, right? From here. Suppose that is not the exact website. Suppose let us assume HDFC net banking. See, you need to enter. See, this is the output. See, after hitting this endpoint, back end how it will be now. Okay, they will write the code and they will make in such a way that okay, if you hit the endpoint, respective endpoint, the respective code will be triggered. Okay, that is how the frameworks will be designed, guys. Okay, the Spring Boot framework is designed and Django framework will be designed like that only. Okay. So the framework is designed in such a way that if it hits some endpoint, it will trigger the respective code and it will give you the respective output. Okay. So after that, whatever the inputs you are entering here, that will be mapped to the respective variable at the runtime only. You got it right, guys? Okay. Compile time means, while writing the code, that's the compile time. Runtime means while executing the program, that's the runtime. So the logic here is you need to map your you need to map whatever the values entered by the end user. Okay, that end user value should be mapped to the variable. Guys, is that clear? We'll see now how we can map at the runtime. Okay, at the end user from the end user level. Okay, guys, is that clear? Okay, just a minute, guys. Okay. Guys, I have given enough, intuition. Okay, so that you can understand much better, right? Guys, is that clear or any doubts now? No, right? Okay, okay, okay. So we have done with operators and we're starting slowly with yesterday we have done some with the math, what is a math module, right? And what are the functionalities? Okay, fine. Yeah. Input and output statements, guys. Okay, come on. Let me control S. I really enjoy teaching this class, guys, actually. Other classes and all, I don't know, but maybe you guys are very, uh, sorry. Not like that. Maybe teaching Python that in early morning, no? Maybe because of that reason. In other classes, I have 20 students in my DSA class, 20, no, 25 students in DSA. Yeah, so, but I don't feel much interesting there also. Okay. Uh, it's evening after the office hours, actually. Uh, so I will be a bit tired actually at that time. Yes, yes, bit exhausted, but still I need to teach. Okay, reading dynamic input from the keyboard. Okay, okay. In Python 2, the following two functions, first we'll see from the Python 2, okay? In Python 2, first we'll see the one code, no, then we can understand better, no, instead of teaching directly the theory part and all, right? Right? Okay. See, str equal to input of, okay, please enter the value to read. Okay, print of str. So if I run this code, what is happening means, see, it is my program is gonna stop at here. Okay, input of is there. No, see, it is waiting for the end user input to capture and map it to str. Right? See, my program is pop hold. What can I say? Pause. My program gone pause at this line. Okay, right, guys? and this is the message input of whatever the message you want to display at the end user, you can give the same message. See, is that clear, guys? No, no, just try to focus what I'm teaching. Okay, then you can do, right? You understood, right? At least. Yes, Sunil. Tech. See, Sunil Tech. Okay, see, I'm reading the STR and I'm printing now. Wow, what I mean to say, if you run for n times, you can give n number of inputs. Right now, instead of hard coding for one value, you can give n number of inputs. Am I correct? Mafia. Right? Yeah, so this is how we can read the input from the end user and by using the function of input. Okay. Okay, right? Okay. Now let us go to the more theory part now. Okay. Yeah, I think now you can relate, right? In Python 2, okay, this is not Python 3, guys. In Python 2, the following two functions are available to read the dynamic input from the keyboard. One is raw input. Yes, if someone is asking how can you, oh, how can you read the input from the keyboard means you need to start in this way. In Python 2, there is a function called raw input and input, but in Python 3, there is only input function only to read. Okay, you need to read in such a way. Okay, you need to tell in such a way. Okay, so first we'll see what is raw input. Okay, okay. This function always reads the data from the keyboard in the form of string value. We have to convert the string type to our required type by using corresponding typecasting methods. Okay, right, guys? See, what I mean to say, string, right? Okay, so whatever the value you are reading, see, if you see in Python 3, okay, so whatever the value you are giving, this is simply string only. See, you see type of str, see, class str, okay, you got it right? See, that means class string only. See, if you give input, as a 5044 also, it will be class str only. So if you want to convert to the respective data type, you need to write int of. You got it right? This is in Python 3. In Python 3. So basically the input function will read the data in the form of string only. If you want to typecast to respective data type, you need to do the typecasting. Is it clear? This is in Python 3. Okay, in Python 3, we have only single function for both reading strings and to respective data types, we need to typecast. That is clear. But in Python 2, they have a function called raw input. It will read in the form of string only. It will read the data in the form of string only. Okay. Second one, input. So this function in Python 2 will read the data in the respective data types, in the respective way. Suppose if he's entering int, that will be int only. Okay, if he's entering in the float value, that will be the data type will be float only. Like that. Guys, are you able to understand this? Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll explain again. Input function can be used to read data directly to our required format. Right? Directly to our required format. We are not, the no need, no, we are, not required to do explicit typecasting. See, understood. See, actually, what is happening in Python 2, the raw input is a function which will read the data type in string format. The input is the function which will read the data type in the format whatever you have entered. You got it right? Suppose if you write input as 50, it will understand it's a int. And if you write 60.98, it will understand input as a float. If you write in double quotes, it will understand input as a string. Okay, if you use input function, but if you use raw input function, whatever the data type you will enter, it will be string only. You got it? This is in Python 2. So all I'm telling now in Python 2, but in Python 3, there is only one function that is input, which will always take the input in the form of string. And if you want to if you want to convert to respective data types, use typecasting. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Let me keep my phone charged. Okay. You write statement as note. Okay. Note. But in Python 3, we have only input method. We have only input method, comma, raw input method is not available. See, if someone is asking what is raw input means, tell them clearly. It is deprecated in Python 3. It is there in Python 2. Okay. Method is not available. Right, guys? Okay. Python 3 input function is exactly similar like Python 2 raw input function. Python 2 raw input function. Okay. Guys, am I making sense? Function. Okay. Every input value will be treated as string type only. Okay. Every input value, whether it is the input in Python 3 or raw input in Python 2, every input value, whatever the format you are entering, it will be treated as string only. Every input value will be treated as string only. Okay. Like this. Okay. So this is in-depth explanation of input statements for Python 2 and Python 3. Okay. Now let us try some in Python 3. Right? We can't try the raw input function by the way, because it is not supporting backward compatibility, right? Okay. So see the input function. Sushmita, are you there? You understood everything? Okay. Now in Python 3, the input function will take the data in the form of string only. Okay. Let us enter that. Okay. See, whatever the value you are entering, okay, 55, string only. Okay. Suppose if you write 4 plus 6, 7, 8j, 7j, See, string only. Okay. So if you want to convert to respective data type, use int of, float of, like that. Okay, you got it right? Guys, don't use the semicolons. Okay, see, as I'm a Java developer, I have habitually using the semicolons. Okay. See, now after entering 344, that will be typecast to int. See, class int now. Okay. See, class int now. Okay. You got it right? 6 plus 8j. I think we can't typecast, right? The complex number to int. See, that's an error, by the way. Am I correct? Okay. Hmm. Now, what I meant to say, yeah. Suppose, suppose I want to read list dynamically, or I want to read a tuple dynamically from the end user. So yeah, earlier we used to hard code, no? See, to convert to int, we will convert int off. To convert to float, we'll convert float off. To convert to complex, we'll write complex off. Okay. To convert to whatever the data type, bool will convert to bool off. But I want to enter list from the keyboard. I want to read. How can I read, guys? Shushmita, can you tell me now? Yes, list from the keyboard. How can I read the list from the keyboard? Come on. No, 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 no. Yeah, that tendal we can use, but there is a function dynamic directly we can read a list from the keyboard. Any idea, Shushmita? Hmm? No, Shushmita, no, no idea. No, no, it's not like that. Guys, please remember eval. What's that? Eval. Eval. Split function. No, no. See, the problem here is see. Okay, see, eval. Okay, I'll tell you. See, write eval before that. Okay, it will evaluate whatever the input data type you are giving. Okay, see, now, see, if you write input in the form of a square bracket, it will understand. Okay, he is entering input. Yeah. See, if you are entering input in the form of square bracket, in between square bracket, it will understand, the Python compiler will understand, okay, he is trying to give he is trying to give string in the form of list. Okay, obviously this will be string only, but this is in the form of list. If you use eval function, it will convert my string to list. Okay, right, guys? Srimuki, Murphy, is that clear? Okay, see, now we enter that. See, class list. Sushmita, is that clear now? Suppose if I enter the inputs in the parenthesis, it will understand this is a tuple. Okay. See, it is a class tuple, right, guys? If I enter the elements in the flower braces, it will understand it is a set. See, class set, right, guys? If I understand, sorry, if I enter in the form of a dictionary type, key and value, okay, 12 colon Sunil, 13 colon Srimuki. See, class dict, guys, is that clear how my eval function will work? See, if you want to convert to int, float, complex, bool, str, we have a typecasting methods. But how can I convert my string to a list if it is if it is entered in the form of list? How can I convert my string to a tuple if it is entered in the form of a tuple? How can I convert string to dictionary if it is entered in the form of dictionary, right? There is no typecasting methods, right, to them. So use eval function. So it will evaluate, and based on the input you have entered, it will convert to its respective data type. Okay, guys, is that clear? Okay. Guys, today I'll giving you one homework. Okay, please do that question. Okay, I will enter. I will ping you guys in the. Yeah. Please try that program. Okay, that's for reading and printing only. The dynamic reading and dynamic printing only. Okay. Okay. Right, guys. Okay. Okay. Whew. The next concept is, so this is about all about reading, guys. Okay, right, guys. Yeah, guys. Now I want to conclude one thing here. The print statement, right? The print statement, you can format the print statement like this way also. Okay. Double quote. The value of string is, the value of str is, okay. Then you can keep a comma and write str. Right, guys? Okay. So instead of directly printing, you write the some friendly message and append it with a comma, then with str. Remember, this is a comma. In Java, it is plus operator. Okay. Right, guys? This is one type of print statements. Okay. Please do remember. Okay. Right. Okay. Going forward, we'll see. In tomorrow class, we'll see what are all the different types of print statements we can use. Okay. Different formats of print statements. Okay. But till that point, you remember. Okay. If you want to make the end user more understandable way, write a string, append with comma, then write the actual value. Okay. Instead of string. Okay. Right, guys? Okay. So we have done with reading the values from the keyboard. Okay. By using input function. Okay. Right. How to read multiple values from the keyboard in the single line. Sushmita, now whatever you're telling, no, tell now. Earlier you're saying something, no. Hmm. By using? Okay. Okay. Correct. Huh? So, yeah. Okay. See, sometimes we'll enter like this, no, 10 space, 20 space, 30 space, something like that, right, guys? Okay. So this total will be taken as a string, guys. Okay. Right. Okay. So for that string, we can use a split function, guys. Okay. Use a split function. Okay. What is that? Dot split. Okay. Suppose str is the string which is containing the three numbers. Use str dot split means those three will be broken into three individual elements. Okay. Wherever the space is there. Right, guys? Is that clear? Okay. So come on, guys. Okay. Yeah. How can we make that happen? Okay. Let us see now. Okay. Right. Okay. Now str equal to, come on, input of, please enter multiple values to read. Am I correct? Right. So we have done with the entering input. Okay. Now what I am doing is, right. Now list equal to str dot split. Okay. So the written type of split method is always list. Remember, guys. Okay. So the split method will break the string wherever the space is there. Okay, guys. Now you can write for x in list. Right, guys? Is that clear? Okay. So I'm just using the split method. Okay. What is that? Split method. Split method by default it will break the string wherever space is there. Okay. And by using this for each loop. Okay. For this for each loop, we are gonna traverse the elements from the list and we're gonna printing on the screen. Okay, is that clear? Yep, yep. Whew. See now, right? See, is that clear, guys? Okay. Now, see, wherever the space is there, it is making the split function is breaking at that point, and it will make the string into individual elements. Okay, right, guys? Guys, is that clear so far? So this is the significance of split function. See, people will directly call split function here only. Instead of taking this one and all, okay, this one and all, okay, they can call the function here itself only, okay, right? And directly they will read from the str, right? The str is my str is now. Come on, the guys, can someone tell me what is the data type of str? How can string list, guys? Okay, because we are calling the split function on the string, and my list will be assigned to the string, right? Am I correct? See, class list. Okay. So earlier I told list equal to str.split. That means the split function will return you the list function, list data type. Okay. Right? So this is the way they used to write directly, guys. Okay. Now there is a syntax, okay, which everything will be done in single line, guys. Okay. That I'll show you. Okay. List equal to my company people are there, no? Every day morning they used to send all the birthday wishes, okay? whoever whoever have the birthday today, no, they'll send all the guys who have birthday today every day mail at the same time. Okay, right. See, guys. Again, now what is happening, right? Okay, you know, x equal to x equal to see list equal to x. How see? Let us see clearly how they are writing for x in input of input of dot splitter. Guys, are you able to understand this line? See that the values. See, this is the way sometimes they used to write directly. Please enter the values. Okay. See, now this input function will make your program wait till you enter the, come on, till you enter the input, and that split function will make the string into a list. In there itself only, you are getting each value into x, and that x will be copied to this x will be copied to list one by one. Guys, is this clear or do I need to explain again? Tell me now. Sushmita, Sushmita Murphy, guys, is that clear? Again, I'm telling this input function is there to this input function is responsible to read inputs, okay, and the split function is responsible to break wherever the space is there, okay, and after breaking into the complete list, one by one it will be traversed into x. That one by one value will be x into copied to this x. This x will be added to list. Okay, guys, is that clear? Okay, print of list. Sushmita, every day guys, every day you practice, guys. Okay, these questions. What going forward? Now we can see now we officially enter into programs, right? Okay, so every day do some practice. Okay, give 1 hour, guys. Okay, that will over the time you will be pro developer. Okay, daily give 1 to 2 hours. Okay, it's more than enough. Okay, 1 hour class, and if you practice for 1 to 2 hours, and if you have any doubts, ping in the group. I will answer them. Okay, in my free time. In the okay, see you guys. Okay. See now 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50. Okay. See, it is serving the same purpose, right, guys? See, now they have entered everything in one line only. This there is a name for this syntax. Sushmita, can you tell me the name of this syntax? This is asked for you in one of the interview also. This is for the syntax. There is one particular name is there. Okay. Tell me. List comprehension. Okay. Yeah, I think in one of the CBA interview only they have asked me what is list comprehension for you only, right? So this is a list comprehension, guys. Okay. See, this square bracket is responsible to create all the values into one list. Suppose if I enter parenthesis here, guys, what will be the data type of my list now? Wait, Shrishma, you wait. Murphy or Srimukhi, can you guys tell me what is the data type of my list now? If I write type of list, what it will print? No, tuple, right? See, from the string I have splitted the values one by one, and if you see this is parenthesis, right? Not square bracket. Earlier square bracket, that's my list. Now it is tuple, right? Guys, is that clear? You got it. So this is tuple comprehension. If you use parenthesis at the end, that is tuple comprehension. Okay. This is one type of syntax. Please understand this syntax, okay? Because in the project level, you will be seeing multiple types of syntaxes, right? You need to be understand. You need to be comfortable whatever the syntax you are looking at, right? If you're confusing, just will write tuple, okay? The name is not a matter, guys, okay? Remember that, right? See, okay. Mm, mm, mm. I'll tell you this why, okay, why it's coming like that. See, tuple does not support this comprehension. Okay, even though you're trying to do the tuple does not support the comprehension. You will get as a class generator. Okay, right, guys? Okay, remember that tuple does not support the comprehension. Okay, right? Now, if you type now if you write flower brace, let us see the uh, string will support the comprehension or not. Okay, sorry, set will support the comprehension or not. Okay, let us see that. I don't think it will support. It will also support. But if someone is asking comprehension means list comprehension, tuple comprehension, set comprehension means write this way. Okay, see, my set is supporting comprehension. Okay, see, my tuple is not supporting comprehension. My set is supporting comprehension, and my list is supporting comprehension. Guys, is that clear? See, if I enter in curly braces, that will be automatically adjusted to set. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Suppose, some guys are there, okay, they will say, I want to enter, instead of spaces, I want to enter 10 comma, 20 comma, 30 comma, like that. How can you customize the code? Anyone, guys? If you want to enter the input in form of 10 comma, 20 comma, 30 comma, 40 comma, 50, how can you customize the code? Anyone? How can you customize the code? Yeah, come on, please. No, no, no. See, the, the end requirement is same. After that, I need to make it to list or tuple or set. That is fine. But the end user want to enter input after 10 instead of space, he want to give comma. So how can we read those kind of inputs also? You got it right? So yeah, the eval function is there, but that is fine. But here in the comprehension level, how can I customize the split function? So earlier my split function is working on the space. How can I make my split function working on the comma? That's it. Correct. Okay. So single quotes, comma. Okay. Now the split function will read instead of spaces, it will read from the commas. Okay. See 10, comma, 20, comma, 30, comma, 50, 40. Now it will read that. Okay. See guys. Okay. Is that clear? Yes. If you're not, yeah, yeah. If you're, yeah, yeah. If you're not mentioning anything in the split function, by default it will take the space. If you want to mention, separate on a special character, you want to mention that character, okay, in the split function, okay. Right, guys. Okay. Suppose, see, this is the values I'm entering, and this is the set which I'm getting, right? Now my requirement is, now my requirement is, yeah, yeah. Guys, please do remember, tuple does not support comprehension. List and set supporting comprehension. Okay. Even I forgot that point. Okay. Long back I have taught this point, and even I forgot that. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now my requirement is, okay. Suppose there is an input like this 10, comma 4, so 10.45, 34.43, and 20.22.13, like that. I want to make into integers 10, comma 34, comma 22. How can I customize this code, guys? Can someone tell me? Because it, right, my input is like that, and I want to split, okay, based on comma, that split function will work. But after that, how can I make this 10.45 to 10? How can I make the 34.43 to 34? Anyone? Uh, so Yoshida, you wait, okay? No, just use the typecasting, guys. So this is the x, right? We're adding just right int of x. That's it, right? You got it, huh? Guys, is that clear? Now, see, this x will be mapped to this x, and this x will be added to the set or tuple or list. But for this x, you typecast it. That's it. Okay, right? Guys, you got it, huh? Uh, you mean to say float? See, already the numbers are in the float, right? Okay, I'm trying to convert the float to int. That's why I wrote int of. You got it, right? If I want to convert to float, you write float of. Okay. Yeah. See. That is okay, but in very literal for int with base 10 now. Okay, okay, okay. What is happening, guys? Okay. Split function is taking exactly 10.34, 34, 43, 22.22. It is supposed to convert this 10.34 and 22.12 to integer. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. What is this? Valid literal, invalid literal for int of with base 10. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, guys. Any say again a basic fundamental. Okay. In the fundamental class, I told you, right? Okay, we can convert any string to int. Am I correct? Any string to int. Number in the form of string to int. We can convert, right? But can we convert the string in the form of fraction to int? Is that possible, guys? No, right? That's what. Here also the same happening, guys. Okay. Each individual input, the 10.34 is the individual string, 34 is the individual string, 43 is an individual string, and 22.12 is an individual string. Okay. So the each individual string, if it is in the form of integer, fine, you can convert to int. But if it is in the form of fraction, you can't convert, right? The string in the form of fraction to int is not possible, right, guys? Is that clear? Right? So enter the numbers in the form of integer that will be converted to string to int happily. But if the number is in the form of fraction, it will be difficult. But if it is for float conversion, it will be possible. Okay. See, guys, is that clear? Shrimuki, Murphy, are you able to follow the class? She left. Murphy, are you able to follow the class? Question are there? You're good, right? Okay. And no one is there now. Back. Murphy, so no problem, no problem. See, what I'm telling is, okay, if you're typecast into int, all the strings must be in the form of int only, right? If the string is in the form of fraction, you can't typecast, right? To int. Am I correct, Murphy? So that is the point, okay? Yeah. So suppose I want to convert double the values, okay? Suppose 10 should be converted to 20, 23 should be converted to 46, 45 should be converted to 90, and this 45 should be converted to 90. Anyway, how can you convert double the value? That's it, into 2, correct. Okay. See, inside the bracket, if you do means it's a string, right? After converting into int, then only try to double, right? Am I correct? Okay. See, that's it, guys. Okay. This is the way you need to understand the comprehensions part. Okay. List comprehension, set comprehension, tuple comprehension, and tuple does not support the comprehension. And you remember, if you read the input will be responsible to read, and split will be responsible to break the string. And for X means it will we're gonna process one by one. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. We'll stop over here for today, right?